a hype fan, man. That's what you are. A proper
I'm not a hype fan. I'm not a hype fan. All I'm saying is that I expected us to do. So this season we could have potentially won the league. There was nothing stopping us from winning the league. It's like Arsenal are not a great team.
Our players are stopping us winning the league. That's what's
hold up.
Our manager is stopping us in the league as well.
Our manager stopped us from winning the league.
Our players are stopping us.
Let's answer this. Let's answer Gabby one's question.
Yeah, I personally, unless he wins the Champions League and finishes top 4, then he should be given his P45. That's just my honest opinion.
Champions League and top 4, not top 5, top 4.
Utter rubbish.
Top 5, man. Come on. But this is the thing. Like fans like Uche want to lower expectations. They want to have you believe that never ever in our history have we demanded that our managers have to win something, which is nonsense. Which is nonsense. A lot of our managers have been.
You heard what he said, right, bro? You heard what he said, right? So that means that the moment that any manager in your history, which he knows his history, he claims he does, any manager that has not done the same thing he's just done should have been sacked. That's what he's saying. So he said top 4 because and Champions League. That's what he's saying.
Because at the end of the day, you would have probably said, let's keep him
top 4 and Champions League.
So had Brendan Rodgers won us that league, are you telling me that he should have still stayed? No. But had Brendan Rodgers won the league and he didn't, but had he won the league, he should have still been sacked. Because it was clear he ran out of ideas. He ran out of ideas. Managers, unfortunately,
why is this man talking about Brendan Rodgers?
To be fair,
it's similar. Like, why is he talking about Brendan Rodgers?
We came second that season, and we should have won the league. And then the following season,
why are you talking about Brendan Rodgers? I
agree, Dunya. I agree.
I'm comparing.
Well, why are you comparing him to who? To who are you comparing him to?
Yeah, well, then you're just playing silly buggers now. But...
What are you comparing Brendan Rodgers to? Seriously, are you actually okay?
Arne Slot.
Rodgers did not win the title, and the Slot won the title, and it's the second title in like 30-something years. What are you on about?
What do you think, Will? Bring some sanity to the conversation.
What's the question, Aki? What's the question?
Are you slot in or slot out?
I'm not slot in, no.
You're slot out.
I don't see, and this is to address Dunya. He says, give him another season. Based on what I've seen this season, I just don't see what changes next season. Apart from having fit players, maybe. But in terms of the way we play, I just don't see what changes in terms of in getting improvements in what I'm watching. I've seen so many bad games this season, so many that are just not explainable. Last week was one of them, and we robbed the points from that team. But last week we had a week to prepare. There was no low block going on. The team we were getting outplayed by Nottingham Forest, and we had a whole week to prepare. What was our excuse this time? And then again yesterday, Uche says I like to complain. I watched the game back this morning, right? And there were flashes of nice play here and there, but they had a higher XG than we did. They had more possession than we did. They made more passes than we did. We're the home team playing against West Ham. And the score was 5-2 and great and all that. And Uche's going to start poo-pooing stats, and then
because you don't watch the game. And if I bring the same stats to you, the same stats to you, right? This is the problem I have here. I don't mind when people have arguments.
Bring the stats.
But I knew this was going to come up, yeah? So I always come prepared. If you're going to bring stats to me, I'm going to
just bring them up, man. Allow the monologue.
Right, okay, then. Let's talk about XG, yeah? You're talking about XG. Blah, 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 XG. Okay, cool, no problem. Right, okay, XG. Do you know how many games how many XG that we're higher than? How many games have we lost this season in the league?
No, 8. We've lost 8.
Too many.
Yeah? So apart from 3 teams.
Which apparently is not the manager's fault, but go on.
No, I'm finished. No, I'm not done. So you've had your chance. Like I said, you don't come prepared. That's your issue.
You actually interrupted me, by the way.
We lost 8 times.
I hadn't finished.
We lost 8 times in the league, yeah?
Yes, we have.
There's only 3 teams that has more higher XG during those games, right? And we've also drawn how many times?
Loads. I don't know. 5?
No, look it up. Just look it up now. How many times have we drawn?
5? You tell us. You got the stats.
No, I haven't got the stats.
This isn't good for views, Uche. You tell us.
I don't know. I'm telling you, I don't know how many games, but I'm telling you.
So why are you asking that question? You just said you're going to come with the stats.
Out of the game that we've
You
drawn.
just said where are the stats, Uche?
Again, with the game that we've drawn, right?
Six games we've drawn, yes.
Yeah, in the 6 games we've drawn, only 2 teams had more XG. Now you can check it out because I don't miss, right? I never miss. That's
so what's
your
point?
My point is, if you're gonna bring XG and have the XG energy, right? Then all of a sudden we have a higher XG, having more possession in those games, had more shots at goal, right? Which is what XG represents, have a better chances, and we've lost games, right?
Yes.
And then when we win the game, which is where everybody jumps at the XG bandwagon when it suits them because it's West Ham. Yes, West Ham did have a higher XG than us, right? But what we're trying to say, like I said to the manager, sometimes you can play well and you still lose games. The reason why we lost games, you know full well. There's a lot of nonsense at the back with set pieces, right? We correct it. It's not a surprise to me that we're not winning games. So I don't know.
It wasn't just set pieces, though. It was a structure of our team because there were so many occasions.
Actually, it still is the structure of our team. It still is.
Where one stray pass from our forwards, then all of a sudden 3 passes later, and there's a shot against Alisson. And when we had when Alisson was injured, a lot of those chances ended up being goals because I won't pronounce his surname, but
Mama Dashvili,
whatever it is. But
Mama Dashvili, mate.
He was terrible. At least with Alisson, he's much better than one-on-one. So it wasn't just the pieces. It wasn't.
No, what I'm trying to say to you that if you're gonna bring, I'm just saying about XG energy. At the end of the day, it's just
you did.
If you're gonna bring that, then you have to.
I mentioned 3 stats, by the way.
No, he said more possession. What the heck? Who cares about more possession?
There's more
possession. What does it matter? Who cares?
Your manager
man.
He brings it up all the time.
What are you talking about? So you talk about possession, yeah? If you look at the possession across the league, I'm pretty sure we're either 3rd or 4th in the entire league, which tells you that predominantly we probably dominate the league. We probably dominate possession.
It tells you we're a boring team because
exactly. So that's what I'm saying. That's my point, Aki. Right? He's bringing up possession when it suits. Because if it was really all about possession, if you're obsessed with possession, then us being in the top 3 or top 4 in possession stats would be pleasing you. It doesn't please us because we know, like Aki said, that he's just bought possession for the sake of possession. So why is it that now West Ham have more possession and he's talking about possession? I don't understand. Like this dude is gonna make up his mind. Like, what is it he wants?
Anyway,
what is it he wants?
You know what I want? Do you want to know what I want? Do you want to know what I want?
No, but you brought up XG, you brought up possession. What else did you bring up that I haven't addressed?
They passed. They made more passes than we did.
They made more passes. You don't care about that. Don't pretend you do. Because again,
Uche,
if you cared about
Uche, this is the thing. This is the thing that's actually I'm actually laughing inside because I mentioned the stats because I knew the stats would be the thing that you would want to pick up on.
Because that's what
when we lose or we play badly, you come with we had better XG and we did this and we did that, and I don't care. And
Uche, then you don't care. Let's leave it then. Let's talk about what you care about, which is points, right?
You've made your point. Uche, you've made your point. Let me make mine, please. Okay. You have said XG this, don't come in the XG energy, blah, blah, blah. I actually don't care about XG, and I don't care about that. I don't care about the number of passes we made. They made like 200 more passes. I don't care about any of that. What I care about is what I can see. Because before all of this, we all used to watch football. Before we were getting all this XG, expected goals, expected assists, expected how many times you're going to walk past the halfway line, all that nonsense. Before all of that, we used to watch football, and then we used to comment on football. So that's what I'm doing. And I watched the game back this morning, and we did not play very well. We did not play very well again. Last week, you watched the same game as I did, and your words were embarrassing. We had a week to prepare. It was embarrassing last week. We're playing Wolves. We're playing Wolves on whatever day it is this week, away from home. I want to see us play well, Uche. I don't care whether we've got 10 shots or 5 shots. Play well, win the game. That's what I want to see. And I'm still not seeing. We're in March now, and I'm still not seeing it. I don't understand.
You're not seeing it because you're not seeing it.
But it's not the manager's fault. Just to get that out there.
You're not seeing it because at the moment, I've said this. It was obvious against Forest. It's gonna be obvious until you change it. At the moment, whether you like it or not, your front 3 players, right? Which no manager unless they're actually crazy, is gonna change it. It's going to be Gakpo, Mo Salah, and Ekitike. That is as good as you're going to get. It's not going to be Chiesa Aki. He ain't gonna be no friggin' Rio. They ain't gonna do nothing for you. And if you think those guys are gonna win,
but wait, hold on. But if you think that those guys that you just mentioned are going to be able to play 90 minutes every 3 games, well, then you're living in cloud cuckoo land.
That's why I said to you, Aki, if we're not listening, I said that's why Frimpong came on. Rio is now there. And also, Isak is not far away.
Yeah, but it's got to be more than just coming on. Some of these players are going to have to start some of these games, like Wolverhampton. Wolves, the bottom of the league. So this is basically, he hasn't learned his mistakes from last season when we played Southampton and then we had PSG.
Who do you expect him to play? You were talking about Chiesa.
Instead of resting players for that PSG game, he ends up complaining after that game about fatigue.
You were talking about Chiesa.
Honestly, I think whenever I talk about him, he winds me up even more because he talks about
you were talking about Chiesa for goodness sake.
He talks about low block, but then he plays like such slow, like pensioner type football.
You were talking about
Chiesa, which leads to the low block in the first place.
You were talking about Chiesa. Are you for real? Like, if you actually watch football, you're talking about bringing on Chiesa to come on and do something for this club. Are you actually for real? You can't be real.
I'm going to answer a question for one of our viewers. And what I expect from a new manager, it's not a lot, really. It's just a better style of football, especially at home. I want to see us pressing. I want to see us trying to aim for a goal in the first 15 minutes. Listen,
name the players.
Let me finish. I want to see a manager who at Anfield, he tells his team in the first 15 or 20 minutes, look, go out there and slaughter them.
Name your players. Name the players that are going to do that. Name them. Aki, pick the team.
We have a lot of players. All the players. Your favorite player,
man.
Look, I don't care. It's not about players. It's not about personnel. It's about tactics.
It's not about personnel.
What I want to see is a manager that plays, especially at home. I want a bit more progressive football. And then
pick
I want a manager.
You and Welsh, you pick the team that we should be looking for.
Pick a team. I don't care.
That's going to give you a better performance with this nonsense. The players.
I'm answering the viewer, not you. So pipe down for a second.
What? No, I'm asking you. I'm asking you, not answering the question.
Yeah,
when someone takes over, they've got to play players. So who are the players that are not playing at the moment, or who is going to turn miraculously into whatever it is that you're wishing for? Who are these players? Who are they?
I think under a better manager, these players play much better.
Oh yeah, of course. But probably Real will put Ramsey, his favorite right back, and then we're gonna start beating team. Ramsey at right back. And
wait. Let's not do that. Let's not do that because you asked me this a couple of weeks ago, or it was asked in the comments about who we're going to play right back, and I would have played Jones in the game that Gomez was on the bench.
Yeah, why not Ramsey?
Gomez played yesterday. Why would Ramsey be playing?
I don't know. You tell me. You were talking about Ramsey in some of the chats. You were saying
I was talking about Ramsey in some of the chats. Yeah, when we were playing midfielders. When we were playing midfielders as right backs, we played Endo. We played Endo at right back. By the way,
so you think that he's seen enough in training of Ramsey, and he's thinking, wow, man, this kid is so good. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna not play him. I'm just gonna love playing him, and I'm gonna play Endo instead.
He's also seen Endo and not played Endo for over nearly 18 months. He's had Endo under his
anybody
and he's not played him, and then decided, I know, I'll play him at right back.
Yeah, anybody but Ramsey. That's what he's telling you. That's how bad you're playing. That's how untrustworthy players are.
Well, I don't get it then. So why keep him? Because we've had offers that have come in for these players, and he's decided to.
Who said you have offers? What offers have you had? Which offer? What are you talking
about? A load of offers. But anyway,
look. Stuff up, man.
a load of offers.
A lot of offers. You know what I'm saying? What are you talking about? You're making stuff up. You're
actually what Femster's just said is the ultimate diss to Slot, and I kind of agree with it. Actually, Slot does kind of play this like boring like football. Honestly, we do. I think it's West Ham.
I'm afraid, whether you like it or not. Yeah, I was reading that same thing. If you look at even Man City, they've got really, really fast players, really physical players. It's all about being fit. The league has changed it to be more physical. And as soon as we started getting more joy from set pieces, look, all of a sudden 3 league wins on the bounce and stuff like that. And since 2026, all of a sudden you're getting when you change one, all you have to do literally is not concede a goal first and score the first goal from a set piece. All of a sudden you're getting points on the board. Like this is what's happening. This is
sounds like you're copying our MO, mate.
Bro, that's the bottom line. No, even he mentioned it. Even the manager mentioned it. That's how bad it is. The bottom line is you gotta fix up because you guys have got a lot of points from that, and people are going on like, oh, we want to see this, want to see that. No, you don't. What you want to see is getting points. That's what you want to see, and that I have energy for when you can criticize a manager. But this idea that we went from one of the greatest player in the Premier League having one of his best season, and then it dropped, and then the left side is dropped, and then we're getting injuries left, right, and center. And people think that if you go and change a manager, all of a sudden we're gonna be chasing Arsenal for the league.
Wait. But it wasn't just that these players dropped, right? We changed formation. So we start the season with 6 wins, or was it 8 wins? I can't really remember. But we start
8 in all
6 wins. And then all of a sudden he decides he wants to start changing things.
No, all of a sudden we were winning a lot of games in the 90th minute, Aki. That's what was happening.
No,
let's not change it. Like, but we're not messing up.
He decided to start changing things. He decided that he wanted to start players above other players. He started tweaking things, and even before then, he started
doing the very thing that you just moaned about. He wasn't doing, which is trying to get other players.
He got a big head. He thought, you know what? This is easy. I come in first season, win the league, boom, boom, boom. And then he thought, you know what?
I can't have discussion with on serious.
That's what he thought. And then this season he brought crashing back down. And I think
the fact that you actually believe that this squad of players with a new manager will somehow win us the league is it's beyond crazy to me.
You'll do better than you are now, man. Let's be honest.
Yeah, it might do. But CT, this is what I'm saying. This is why I don't mind. You see that what you just said there? We can have a discussion and have a civil discussion over. But you know what the thing? It's all a lie. Do you know why? Because when all is said and done, coming second, 5 points behind, whoever wins the league, is not really what they want. So let's stop this rubbish of trying to deceive. Like, I don't understand it. If you finish second, you're not going to go, yay, we finished second, 5 points behind, but we came second. Hey, start. You know, they're not going to do that, are they? So let's stop the energy and say what it is.
Okay, let's talk energy then, Uche. Let's talk energy. So you're not a slot out person, as we've established, because he won us the league and etc. etc. Next season, what is Slot's what's success for Slot next season?
If you ask me next season, right now as this club currently is today, we've gone. I'll say it again. I don't know why I backed these jokers before. There is no way on this planet I'm backing these jokers for next season. It ain't gonna happen. To win the league, you must be out of your mind. You must be crazy if you think those players are gonna win you the league. You must be mad. So what was gonna have to happen? You're gonna have to fix the squad and get certain types of players because this ain't it. I don't care how much it costs. It ain't my money. CT, what's my own? Like, I don't care.
I'm just saying he spent what? So you got to diss him about how the money's spent, or whoever spends the money at your club.
No. It's a joint thing. I just think they got it wrong. It can happen. Like, you get certain players where when you now see them live, you actually can see what the problem is. Before, when it was on paper, we were gassed, and rightly so, because we're gassed about the quality. When I saw them play, I could tell. I was telling you for this from time.
But this, very quickly. What I don't understand about what you're saying is, like, you saw them play. You've seen them play for other clubs. They've come here under this manager, and you've seen them play, and they're nonsense. And you're saying it's the players' fault. I don't understand.
I'm saying to you,
Uche, wait. Can it not be the manager that has made these players play out the way they are?
I think you're out of your mind first and foremost. If you want me to,
we're out of our mind.
If you're actually out of you're actually not.
We're out of our minds. All right.
Correct, right?
Right.
I'll give an example. If someone like Wirtz, I knew there's no doubt about his quality. So that's it. That's like, he had difficulty adapting to league. That can happen. That's cool. You leave him by himself. That's not an issue. So next season, for example, Wirtz, I know what he's about. That's never the issue. There are certain players who don't have what it takes to be champions.
Name them.
It's not
even though they're champions. Wait, what? Who? Who you?
Name them.
Who are you talking about? Because you just said I was dissing Gakpo. You said I was dissing Gakpo, and you said
champions.
How can you diss Gakpo? He's a champion.
Name them, Uche.
What champion are you talking about? What's he talking about?
Uche, name the players that don't have the mentality to be champions.
I just said to you, remove Wirtz, put him away. That's a certified guy. He was trying to adapt to the intensity of the league. That's cool. That his quality was never in doubt.
Okay, I heard that bit. I'm asking you to name other players.
What are you talking about? Moskirk is a champion.
You're picking on Kirkes.
No, I'm not picking on Kirkes. No, he said something that just rattled me. He's talking about champion. Do we sign any other champion?
So Kirkes is the reason why we're not going to win
No,
the
I
league.
didn't say that. I'm just asking. You said champions.
What are you saying
And I'm
then?
like, who did we sign, Rel? Did we sign
confused.
champions?
Okay, last season we had Tsimikas and we had Robertson, and I know how you feel about Robertson last season, and I know how you feel about Robertson this season.
No,
I also
he
know how you
answered
feel
my
about.
question,
Also
bro.
know how
I
you
mean-
feel about Tsimikas, and they're both champions. So Kirkes is the reason why we're not going to be champions.
No,
next
I did
season,
not
is what
say.
you're
Stop
saying.
making this stuff about Kirkes. I'm saying to you that
Did
you
you not
made
mention
some question about champions, and I'm saying we did not buy champions, did we? Did we buy champions? That's why I'm asking you a question. All the players we
Okay.
signed, were they champions? Any of them?
What's the point?
No, what is
You're making, bro.
I don't
He's making
understand
a
what you're
statement that don't
saying.
make no sense. What players did we sign, Rel? Name them all. Are they champions? I'm asking
Okay,
you.
do you want me to name them? Okay,
Yeah, name them all.
Tell me
They're
the
champions.
ones, because these are the ones that we signed that you saw us sign, and you said at the start of the season we're going to
I
win the
told
league.
you what I
Right.
told you. Stop deviating
Okay.
and go straight to the point.
I'm not
What I'm asking.
deviating. I'm just setting the scene for the people who may have not seen it. By the way, JD, thanks for subscribing. Yeah.
Like and
Thank you.
subscribe,
Are
people.
they
Please.
champions? Is
Please
what I
like
want
this.
to know. Please.
Femstar, I think you're already subscribed, but if not, please just do subscribe.
Is
We
he blaming
signed Isaac, we signed Kirkes, we signed Ekitike, we
Right.
signed Mamadashvili, who signed the season before, came after his loan at Valencia ended. Who else did we sign? Right back. Frimpong. We signed Frimpong, who won the league in Germany. We signed Wirtz, who also won the
Right.
league in Germany.
Okay.
So that's 7 players that I've named here.
Yeah,
Two of
only
those
two
won
are
the
champions.
league.
Right. Okay.
Huh? Two of those won the league.
Two
One of
champions.
them won the Worthless Cup.
The
Yeah,
two
Isaac.
champions.
He's a winner. He's a winner.
Okay, so we signed 7 players and 2 were champions. Thank you very much. So as I was saying, right, we did not sign champions, right? So why are you telling me? Why did you make that statement?
Okay, so when we won the league, okay, I don't even know what you're doing here, Uche. But when we
No,
won the
you're making
league,
statements. I'm
no,
not
no,
gonna
Uche,
have to
let me
make
finish my
statements.
point. Let me finish my point because you say we didn't sign champions, but you were gassed about who we signed because you saw them play well elsewhere and they came
Yes,
here and they're
correct.
not playing well now, and that's got
No,
nothing to do with
no,
them
it's not about
whatsoever.
playing well. No. It's about mentality. Like they are things that you do, right? That is about the mentality. Look at the comment for Abby one, for example. This is the kind of stuff that makes me
Yes,
laugh.
Femster, he is.
He said, right? Put up that comment again. He said, look what Carrick is doing. That's the level of Manchester United. They are chasing for top 4. They're not chasing for anything important. They're not chasing to win the league. So of course, what Carrick is doing is magnificent. Happy for him. Happy for Manchester United fan. Happy for all these deluded folks. They should be rejoicing and
They
thanking.
deluded that
That's
they're
their
above
level.
us, right? No,
Right?
hold up. Because at the beginning of the
Wait,
season, I just want to say one thing. I just want to say one thing. So under Amaron, Man United was terrible.
Who? Who's Amarom? Who's Amarom?
Ruben.
Amaruda.
How do you pronounce his name?
Amaruda.
That's his name. Anyway. But he was terrible. Man, you were terrible. Carrick
Yeah,
has
they
done
were.
a very
They were.
good job. He's done a
Correct.
very,
No.
very good job.
Aki, I'm trying to correct you. He's done an exceptional job. That's what we're talking about here. We're talking about winning the league. We're not talking about doing well. We're not talking about doing well anymore. We're talking about winning the league.
Yes, okay. So back
They're
on
two
that
different
point
things
then.
for me. We're talking.
Okay.
That's why I said CT had a point earlier that you guys are not looking for second. You're not looking to be 5 points behind. You're not looking to be third. You want to win the league. That's where this is coming from. It's about winning the league.
Okay, Uche, can I answer my question? I'm begging you.
Why are you answering your own question?
Ask me the question.
Can
One
I
question.
ask my question? Right. So, firstly, what champions did Arsenal sign? Firstly, and they're going to win the league.
Champions
They're
anyway.
going to win the league. They're going to win the
They're
league.
not
Number one.
gonna, come on,
Number
they're not
two.
going to win the league. Man.
Yes, we are.
Don't tease them
Thank
like
you, bro.
that.
Thank
Or
you.
maybe
Don't tease them like that.
Yeah,
So
it's
that's
like
the
it's
first
mad.
point.
I'm not going to talk
Second
about
point.
people who are not champions.
The
I'm not gonna do
second point is when we were building the Klopp team version 1 and 2, what champions did we sign there? So if you're talking about mentality, what
Right.
mentality did you sign when you signed Tsimikas and he won the league?
What
And
is
he
that
won
supposed
not
to
just the
mean?
league, he
I'm
won
trying
the
to
FA
tell
Cup
you,
and,
like,
and,
I'm trying
and,
to
the,
expect-
and the League Cup.
I'm trying to explain to you why we're not going to win. I told you I'm not. Maybe you come back it. You come back with a new manager. Maybe you want to back these players with a new manager. Is that what you're trying to say? Is that what you're trying to say?
Literally, yes.
You think a new manager
Literally.
with these players will win us the league?
With
You do
additions,
better, you
yes.
do better.
Yes.
Oh, now he's saying with additions.
Well, yeah, because
I'm
yeah,
surprised. I'm
no.
surprised.
No. Let's
surprised.
be clear. we went into this season and we should have signed Gahey, we didn't. And Femsa, you said earlier, are we crying that he's not at our team? Ask Uche. I wanted to sign him, and Uche wasn't fussed in January. He wanted to sign him in the summer, though. So I'll be fair. He wanted to sign him in the summer, as I did. In January, he wasn't fussed. He wasn't fussed about Semenyo as well, by the way. What did he do yesterday?
Gahey.
Gahey, yeah.
Why are we talking about these players? Like, what's that got to do with doing in the league?
He might have a better mentality than the players you got now to win the league.
No, you can't keep buying players. Like, I'm not gonna back that. I'm not gonna back this.
What is your point here? What is your point?
The whole point is,
Uche's got time to kill. He just wants to basically chat for the sake of chatting.
Let me address you.
Wait. Let CT say it, and then Uche can respond.
With us saying that Slot probably made these players worse, right?
And I'm saying all I was saying to you is what your point you made, which I agree with. We're not interested in I cannot say this enough times, yeah? Coming second, yeah? And don't let these people deceive you with their lies and their deceptions, because they're trying their best to deceive you. This idea that if we finish second,
who said that?
Absolute lie.
Who said, no. But that's the lie in itself, because no one's saying we're going to be happy if we finish second.
Okay, then.
Okay, then. The only person who's happy with Slot staying, even if we become fifth, is you, Uche. Okay, so you're arguing against yourself.
Okay, Aki. Then, so what we need to talk about, the only thing we need to talk about is winning the league. Yeah. So let's drop this act then and just talk about winning leagues. Yeah. And I'm saying to you, whether you like it or not, in the history of your football club, you've done it twice. One under this guy. And one more time, and it's been like twice in 35 years.
You got new tricks coming out of your sleeves, coming out.
No, there's no new tricks. There's no new tricks.
Everywhere you go,
there's no new tricks, bro. There's no new. So that's why Rel. That's why Rel reached out.
Let's move on, Rel.
That's why Rel reached out, and that's why Rel is reaching. So if you look at the thing now, everybody's reaching. No, you're reaching because that's why you're reaching. You said, "Oh, Arsenal are gonna win the league." No, they're not. Until they win the league, you can't say that. So don't say it.
He's taking up valuable airtime
around everything.
He's mad.
He should work. He should work for the Tories.
The desperation is crazy to me.
I'm not desperate.
He's not saying, Arsenal are gonna win the league. What have they done? They haven't won the league. Yeah, right now the facts. These are the facts.
Okay. All right, stop there. Okay. Arsenal are not going to win a league. City are going to win a league. Yeah? That's your prediction. What champions did City sign?
Who brought that comment? This is crazy. So what champions did Arsenal sign? Gyökeres. They're not champions. I don't care.
All right. So City are going to win a league. What champions did City sign?
Excuse me, Manchester City has Pep Guardiola. How many times has he won the league since he's been in this country?
Exactly. A better manager.
What are you talking about? We had. There's only two managers since he's been here, right? And Liverpool managers has toppled him, right? Mm-hmm. And you think for some reason that you can just go and pluck one out in the sky? I'm assuming in your delusional head that it's Alonso. Alonso's gonna come in his first season. Yeah, come in there, what's in there, and somehow he's now better than Pep Guardiola, according to you.
You can tell that at uni, Uche was definitely part of the debate club.
That's what I'm saying.
He wouldn't care if he's scoring games. He'll probably even switch halfway through. You know what? This is boring. I'm going to go against.
Okay, let's go back. That's what you're saying, right? You're telling me Alonso's going to come in and is automatically going to topple Pep because he's just better. Even though the stats and the fact of the matter is he's been here for nearly a decade. And we've had Klopp, one of the greatest manager, topple him once, and we had Slot do it, right? And all of a sudden, you guys are telling me that we're going to get a novice coming to a new league, and it's his first season, because that's what we're talking about. He's going to topple Pep Guardiola and be champion.
Okay, I just don't understand.
That's what you're telling me.
No, I'm not telling you that. I'm not.
No, but it's ridiculous. That's what it is. Because you know how ridiculous you sound now. That's why you're putting your head in your hands.
Okay, good. No, my head in my hands because I don't understand what you're saying.
Houdini is the head and nail on my head.
100% Houdini, 100%.
Femster, City signed 2 players in January. That has changed them totally. These are 2 players that I wanted us to sign, by the way.
To do what?
And somebody else on this panel.
To do what?
Know who he is.
Not to win the league, though. No, but if we signed them, would they have won the league? No. So what the guy said is still correct. He signed 2 players to win the league. We would have signed him to come top 4. Do you get the difference?
What about Champions League?
Manager.
What about it, Aki? What about it? What about the
So
Champions League?
signing those two players, does that not improve our chances of winning it?
Yeah, and I think he might do, but I also think we have already said I'm also confident we can win the Champions League anyway. So what's your point?
With the players that you don't believe have the mentality to win the league. What?
They don't. It's not about
doing there, bro.
Craig, it's not about believing. It's about what I have seen. It's not about. It's not. It's
How
not
about you answer Houdini?
What do you mean? Uche, logic, City win because of the manager, okay, but Liverpool lose because of the player. Well, one of the greatest player in the history of the game dropped off form. So obviously, if he was playing at the level he was playing last season, I'm pretty sure we have a great chance of maybe challenging. Unfortunately,
it's not the manager's fault. It's not the manager's fault.
Exactly, Aki has like, I mean, it's clear as day that we don't feed the player in the way we did last season.
Yeah, that is clear.
That is a choice.
Because he wanted to change the system.
The manager's choice. It's a choice.
He wanted to change to adapt to the new players we bought.
And it hasn't worked.
But that is a logical thing to do. What would you want him to do instead? Buy those players and say, all of you run around for Salah. Is that what you're trying to tell me now? That's what you would have gone for.
Well, while Salah's there, okay, just let's address that point then. So while Salah's there, the one we've just given the massive contract to, right, what is the point of marginalize him? If you're going to give him the contract, then surely you want him to continue to contribute at the level he was contributing.
That's exactly what he wanted. But you've watched him. Do you think what has happened? Do you think he's the same guy?
He hasn't got the best out of him, Uche.
I don't think our tactics work for either of our wide players. Our current tactics do not work. If you play slowly, and I'll say it again, you play slow football and people set up in a low block, they're going to have two people on your wide forwards. They're going to have two people. You're cutting past one. You're cutting past one. You're going to another.
You watch all three of us are Liverpool fans. We watch Salah. That's not the same guy. It's unfortunate. It happens. That's not the same guy. If you're saying to me, change the system, he's going to become that guy tomorrow, I just think you're delusional. I'm sorry. If you think he's going to come back and go back to that Salah, he's gone. Like, it happens. That's life. It's unfortunate. We're all at the peak of our game, and then we drop it slightly from that peak, and it's okay. So that's why I think he changed. Sure. That's what I think is happening. That's what I personally think.
Okay, so that's what you think, and I think there is some truth in that based on what we've seen this season. There's also truth in the fact that we don't play the way we played last season, and that was to get the best out of Salah. And our players don't play. You've seen it yourself.
Yeah.
When Ekitike plays, he plays not for feeding Salah. When players were playing last season, they were playing to feed Salah because
absolutely. That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, if you're saying that you're not by those players,
there's two parts of it, and one of those is a choice by the manager, and one of those is nature. So I'm not going to absolve the manager from any responsibility for Salah's output and for Gakpo's output. I'm not going to absolve the manager is responsible for that.
I blame the manager for a lot of things, but the bottom line is,
I haven't heard any of them.
And I do blame him. But the bottom line is, I told you, and I'll say it again. We're delusional. Like, we were delusional when we said they were going to challenge, and we're delusional now. Because the bottom line is, if you watch the game of last year, one of the biggest, most greatest player that this club has ever seen was lost. Now, he decided to go.
Like Roy Hodgson. Uche basically, he's lowering the standards like Hodgson. I remember.
You cannot tell me. You cannot tell me.
Listening to you is like listening to when Hodgson said against Wolverhampton or some nonsense.
But you cannot tell me.
And we drew, and he said that we should accept drawing to these lights. No, we weren't delusional. At the beginning of the season,
no, you're delusional because I'll tell you why.
We were coming into the season as champions, and as CT correctly mentioned, we spent half £500 million, right? How on earth are we delusional?
We spent
how on earth are we delusional?
We spent how much?
Finish your point.
500 million.
Okay. 500 million.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, no worries. when did we do that?
Well, 450. Close enough.
Which one is it? I mean, make up your mind, man.
Well, it's close enough.
Is it 600? It's the same anyway. 600 is the new 400. Who doesn't matter?
No, 450
and change. What are we doing? Who cares?
No, what are we doing? I don't know. 450, 600, 800. They're all the same anyway.
All right, lads. This is descended now. This is descending.
What is the guy talking about? I was trying to say that at the end of the day, the impact of losing someone like Trent and losing Diaz, right? Mm-hmm. We're not the same team anyway. So this idea of what you're asking for Like you said, let's go back to It was never going to happen.
Wait. So the other day we had a conversation about Gakpo and Diaz, and you agreed with me that you'd prefer to have Gakpo
Aki,
on the
I'm
left.
going to say it
Now
again.
all of us, no. All of us,
Aki, I'm going to say so because you like to pick things. Yeah, I told you.
You need to stay
on that right-hand side.
with. You need to stay more consistent because we picked so many holes in whatever
Aki,
you say.
It's called some beef in the comments.
Aki. On the right-hand side, you had Trent with Mo Salah for how many years? Yeah. If you lose that, you lose the ability for the guy to reach his absolute peak.
No, I'm not having that. I think
you're not having it. You're not having it. So what right back has replaced Trent properly since we're gone? Please tell me.
You don't win the league.
The bot guy. That's it.
You don't win the league. You don't win the league with your right back. You just need your right back to be solid. So don't give me this nonsense about Trent leaving.
So what right back would have done?
And all of a sudden the team falls apart.
What solid right back were you gonna have? What solid right back? Please tell me.
Look, personally, Bradley, Frimpong, Zoboslai, whatever, any of them.
All right, no worries. Then it's okay. It's all right. It's all right.
All right, let's wrap it up now, guys. This has gone on far too long.
Slot in all day, man. Slot in.